So you're a person who does a lot of good things. However, the bad things that you don't like to do, you find yourself indulging in that act. That's what we're going to be working on in this video. Welcome back to Just a Verse. My name is Bridget, and my goal on this channel is for you to get a deeper understanding of a Bible verse. So I just select a Bible verse from the Bible and then support it with instances, stories, and experience. So we're not going to waste time at all. Let's jump straight into the Bible verse of the day. Romans 7:19. For I do not do the good I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing. So, like always, before we talk more on the Bible verse, let me just give a brief summary of the few verses before the verse that we're going to be working on. In the beginning of the chapter, Paul was talking about marriage. How, when a person's spouse is dead, they could remarry. And then that chapter also talked about the struggling of a believer or a Christian who wants to do right but is combating with sin. And then we got the Bible verse that we're going to be working on. Now, this Bible verse is easy to understand, right? It means like a Christian who wants to do good, but they end up doing the bad things that they don't want to do. So somebody could probably say their weakness because they do good things, but the good things that they want to do, they can't do it, but rather doing the evil thing. So we need to plead the Holy Spirit to please help us in our weakness. Please help us to do the good things that we want to do. And the reason why it's very important for us to pray such a prayer is that if the devil wants to destroy us, he uses our weakness, the bad things that we don't want to indulge in. We're going to be providing instances and stories for you to understand the Bible verse better. This man called 9, he is sweet, he is generous, he is kind to people, and he also has a friend whose name is 10. And then 10 has been helping 9 with his life. God has brought 10 into 9's life as a destiny helper. So whenever there's a big opportunity or anything, 10 will just introduce it to 9 for 9 to move further in life. However, 9, a problem that he has is whenever somebody says something to really hurt him, he would just hold grudge. He would never talk to the person. 10, 2, he's a great person, but he also has his flaw. He has a sharp mouth. Whatever that he sees, he would just talk about it. And sometimes the way that he delivers the message, it appears very hurtful. One time they're having a Bible study. So 10 ends up telling 9 that, why does your voice always sound like that? Yeah, your voice sounds like you're always crying. But the way he said it was really harsh. And then 9 doesn't like when people talks about his voice. So 9 gets really upset. And then he says, for that comment, I can never talk to you again. 10 apologizes, but he says he has forgiven him, but he just can't talk to him anymore. It came to a point where 9 ended up losing his job, and then he ended up losing everything that he had. However, there was a big job opportunity that 10 came encounter with. He tried to reach out to 9 and then realized that 9 blocked his number. So 9 ended up losing that opportunity. And then now 10 too, since 9 was the one who was helping him with Bible study, 9 was the one who really had patience for 10 because 10 wasn't that advanced in the Bible. And then now 10 is behind the Bible, trying to find a different person to replace 9. However, he can't find a person who could be really patient like him. So now he finds himself one leg in the world, one leg with Christ because of his weakness, of that sharp mouth that he has. So C is a sweet lady. She always likes people around her to do good. So she likes her friends to do good, but she never likes them to surpass her. Whenever she sees her friend doing better than her, she gets jealous to the point where she ends up crying and falling sick. So you could clearly see that she has a serious jealousy problem. However, she is not a terrible person. She does good. She encourages people. She has an orphanage. So one time she had a very close friend, and then this close friend opened a business. So because of that, she got really jealous and she said, oh no, seems like her business could really flourish. So she started telling a lot of people, the things that she has is not that good, don't buy from her, behind her friend's back. So sadly, her business failed. So she ended up closing the store. She cried to God, God, that enemy who is behind her failure, God, I put that enemy in your hands. So now things started going very bad for C. So now C was worried. She went to God. And then one time C had a dream. So in that dream, her friend's business became profitable to the point where she introduced C to the people who were purchasing from her friend. So she helped C, and then now C's business was also going really good. C woke up from that dream and then she said, what? Oh no, what have I done? She cried her eyes out. So she prayed to God. She said, God, you know I'm not a terrible person, but why I struggle is jealousy. God listened to her cry and God guided her through how she could be delivered from the jealousy spirit. So she got delivered. Her friend's business started really picking up. She just called her friend one time that, hey, I want to start introducing you to the people who work with me so that your business could also get up there as well. So both of them succeeded. We also do see that Moses in the Bible was a good person. He was God's friend, but he had a slight anger issue. We could also see a part in the Bible where, because of his anger, he broke the tablets. And then when God told him to speak to the rock for the water to come out for the Israelites, out of frustration, anger, Moses hit the rock twice instead of speaking to it. And because of that, God said, you will see the promised land, but you shall never enter the promised land because you disobeyed God. And that happened precisely. So now, I want you to please pause this video for some seconds and think deeply. What are some bad things that you don't like to do, but you end up finding yourself doing it? And then now that you've thought about it, bring it to God. Whatever that it is, that God, you are struggling with this. You do not like to do this thing. You are a person who does a lot of good things. However, you end up doing this evil that you don't like to do. So plead the Holy Spirit that God, no longer do I want to do this thing that I don't like to do. So please, Lord, help me. Tell the Holy Spirit that you've now realized that the devil tries to use the thing that you're struggling with to ruin you. I'm so glad that you didn't let the enemy manipulate you that, oh, so and so is doing this, I'm doing much better than that person because I do a lot of good things than that person. However, you are saying no. Even if I do good, I still have this weakness that the enemy could cause me to commit that act in order to destroy my life. Since you're going to keep leading the Holy Spirit to help you, you will now say, the good things that I like to do, I do it. And the bad things that I don't like to do, by the help of the Holy Spirit, I am no longer doing it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that this video blessed you. Share this video if somebody came into your mind while you were watching it. Subscribe for more videos. And if God permits, see you when I upload my next video. Bye-bye.